This is Overtime inside the Casino Rama Grill Room. Gareth Wheeler here alongside Declan Hill, author of The Fix, Soccer and Organized Crime. And Declan, in your latest edition, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You've an updated chapter. What's been updated? What did you add to your book?
Well, a whole bunch more murders, a whole bunch more pistol whippings and killings.
And pleasant stuff, that's what
unfortunately, that's the ocean that I swim in at the moment, because what we're seeing is an international revolution in gambling, which is transforming sports around the world, and it's producing corruption in games played by teenagers in local parks in Europe. It's an absolutely extraordinary story of the tsunami of Asian match-fixing corruption going across a continent and starting to ruin a sport.
So is there anything specifically that you documented in your latest chapter?
Well, I'm talking specifically about some of my interactions with European soccer associations. I'm now consulting for a number of them. And one particular time I was actually threatened by one of the guys, one of these top officials for a European Soccer Association, by having his mafia buddies come and have a meeting with me. So it's an extraordinary story, absolutely extraordinary. And this revolution will start to lap on our shores soon.
And because it's so extraordinary, a lot of people question you, Declan. What would you say to those people out there that say, that Declan Hill, he's full of it?
Well, I'm the guy that's actually risked my life. I'm the guy that put my life on the line to protect the sport that I love. I did it. I risked myself financially, I risked myself physically, because the people that I'm exposing in this book aren't fooling around. They're not a bunch of nice guys. And I wore wires and I went undercover with them for over 2 years, exposing what they did. And so to all those sports journalists out there who tell me things like that,
sure.
Where's your love for the sport? Where's your passion for the sport?
We got a minute left or so, Declan, and we were just talking off air. You told me that there's specific games that, just by looking at the schedule for South Africa, you could pinpoint as a game that would be, a suspect game, a game that could be shady.
Yeah, this is the thing that is so frustrating. 18 months after the original publication of the first edition of the book, UEFA has done a whole bunch of stuff to protect the game. FIFA has done very little effective. And you, me, and almost any intelligent soccer fan can look at that list of teams, knowing which ones are relatively strong but not super strong, but very badly paid. And they can see which games should be red flagged. They can see how an integrity unit would be going into
And of course, you're talking about games featuring, some of the smaller nations, some of the less teams.
Slovenia, Slovakia, Serbia, all the sub-Saharan African teams, Honduras. And I'm not saying that those guys will fix games. I'm not saying that, but I will guarantee that all those teams that I've just mentioned will be approached.
Great food for thought. You can get more of that in The Fix with an updated chapter. Declan Hill, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow night.